to our wonderful sort of panoramic views of the app up here in council buildings. I do want to just remind you that we really ought to think very highly and positively of the contribution that students have made. I, as the head of Libraries and Registration Services, have been highly impressed, not just with the team that has come from Central St Martin's in terms of the students that have been working with Home Library Service, but also the public collaboration lab work that's been done more generically for all of the library consultation services that is beginning to develop into a very impressive and significant piece of public sector working together to come up with different solutions for quite challenging financial sort of frameworks that we have in front of us. So I think what has happened is clearly some very innovative and highly worked up operation between both our home library service officers and students. And I know that Jean, as the manager of the school library service and the home library service, has been highly impressed. And clearly I'm sort of, you know, preempting what you're going to say to us at, you know, at the end of all of your work. But we do think that hopefully from all the work that's going to be done today and all the work that has been done, going out visiting some of our more vulnerable customers, will lead to some quite innovative solutions for how we deliver this important service going forward. It would be remiss of me really to sort of try to create a sense that the future for public service and the future for things like library services and home library services has got a highly confident future. And the reality is that we're all working in this incredibly challenging financial framework. So whilst we want to try to make sure we develop ideas that can sustain wonderful services like the home library service, we have to do that in the context of the reality of the situation in terms of what funding there is to make that happen. So things like innovative ideas of working with our colleagues from adult social care, working with people who may have technological solutions, or working with other partner organisations, these are all critically important for us to understand. Can we move forward sustainably, but also take out chunks of budget from all parts of the library service? So I think we can, but you know, we've got a timeline, you know, really around 17, 18, where we have to make sure we have met what Camden Council have decided needs to be taken out of the budget for library services. I think this is an opportunity to completely reconfigure and really re-envision where we need to go for the library service, both generically and in home library service. And really, I suppose I'd like to hand over to you today to try and start that process of trying to get to some solutions and that meet that challenge. But also to once again thank you, you know, for your extraordinary efforts. This isn't just about how you can, in a real situation, provide solutions for us. It's about those students who are learning about how to design and re-engineer public services. So, you know, it's an incredibly useful sort of tool that we'll all come together to work on. So well done so far, but it's still a little matter of getting solutions for some. I just wanted to hand over to Jean very briefly, because I know that she wanted to add a few points about it, and then I think Jean's also going to sum up at the end of today as well. So Jean.
I'd like to say, just following on from Sam, thanks to the students, but also thanks to my team, because they actually worked incredibly hard with the students for about 5 weeks at the beginning of the project, and then continued for several more different things that the students have been asking us and ringing up about. So I just want to say thanks to them, because they worked incredibly hard. There was a few things that the whole project highlighted for us, which I was really pleased about. First of all, it highlighted the actual importance of the school, of the home library service to the whole of the council. Also, we need to sustain the service. That's another thing that's highlighted for us. Another thing is the tacit knowledge of the team, that they're so, what they know and what they're giving out to our customers is also very important. And another very important point for me was the well-being aspect of what we do for our customers. And that it highlighted it's not just a book service, it's more than that. It's far more than that. And it's a service that we really need, and I hope that we'll be able to keep hold of. I think that's all I want to say, so thank you.
Okay, we're just going to hand over to the LCC students now, who are going to give a little summary of all the findings that they've actually identified through the first phase of research. Here we go.
So let me just briefly go through our findings, and we've already had our presentation, but in order to put all of us in this context. So first of all, let me present to you the team of Home Library Service. There are 4 people, 2 of them, Mark and Peter, we can see here. And the thing is that all of them have huge experience in this particular subject, more than 9 and 11 and 15, even 15 years. And also all of them have deep passion in books and deep knowledge in books. And they carry out all the activities, and they're physically they're physically strong, because they need to carry all the books. And all of them have a driving license. So, yeah. Here we try to describe the process, and the process could be divided in 3 parts. First of all, it's preparing the books. The second part is delivery, and the third part is discharge. You will see the whole process in detail during our next activities. But the thing is that during the preparation, team should pick up the cards and just to understand their user and to find proper books according to personal requirements and preferences. And after that, during the delivery stage, we may see that 3 types of interaction. It could be interaction with the reader, it could be interaction with manager of care house, for example, so some sort of interaction. And also it could be interaction with not only with the reader, but also with his or her network, family members or carers or even neighbors. And the third step is discharging books. When you just bring it to the library and send part of them to other library, or just collect, or just leave it in our place. So it can be seen that during our observation, we've seen a lot of different type of conversation with the people. So it's not only about books, so obviously the first type of conversation is about books and preferences, but also it's about technology, and HLS team help readers with some technological issues or questions. It could be also about interests and health conditions, and also HLS team stay in contact with other people in order to know more about this particular person. As I said, that we define 3 types of interaction. First of all, it's indirect interaction with the user, when books just delivering sheltered house or or daycare centers, and the process is just change the books. It could be direct interaction with the user and his or her personal network, and it could also be direct interaction with the user in person. We've seen that we may divide value of HLS in 2 parts. First of all, tangible part, definitely, It's the booking delivery, definitely it's some help with using with technology and so on. But also we define the intangible values, which are much more essential rather than just booking delivery. And first of all, it's the personal contact with this particular user, this particular reader. It's the huge empathy, because of the, even, you know, we have observed the process of preparation and finding books, and I would say that the HLS team really know this person and what would he or she like or not, what would he prefer. It's definitely a conversation. For some readers, it's just, they even say that, you know, it's just one way to have the information from outside these conversations. It's also trust and comfort, and also readers believe in and trust this particular person, because they just come into their house and have a conversation and know these people quite well. And also it's about information and advice and support which can be provided by a HLS team. So if we see from the user point of view, we may understand that HLS team has the same personal contact with this particular user as the friends and family, as the close neighbors, as the GP and carers and volunteers. And here we try to describe all map of the context, and you may see that HLS and interaction with the user is quite close and connection is quite strong. So during our activities we would like to explore the value of HLS and its future, and we would like to focus on 3 points. First of all, it's volunteering, it's technology, and it's also social care as the big service. Should I go through the activity right now?
Yes, just explain, yes, by the way, so we do 3.
Okay, so we would like to offer you 3 types of activities. First of all, we would like to present you service journey map, so you may find it on your desk. And we would like to ask, what do we need to do more and less according to this current process, how we can change it. The second activity would be about personas. We prepared the description of different users, and we would like you to be these users and to imagine what else can we do and how we can develop a future of HLS based on needs of these particular users. And also we would like you to imagining the future service of HLS.